Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, who is now gubernatorial candidate, claimed to be a black Nazi in online posts, went to porn sites quite often. That's fine, except he says that individuals who live like that are basically, well, they are corrupt morally. Put him a full mask. There's more. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a adult website message board. This was about 10 years ago, in which he referred to himself as a, quote, black Nazi, okay, and expressed support for reinstating slavery. And despite a recent history of anti-transgender rhetoric, Robinson said he enjoyed watching transgender pornography, okay? A review of archived messages found in which he also referred to himself as a perv. A CNN K-file investigation found that damn K-file something serious at CNN.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
The comments which Robinson denies making predate his entry into politics and current stint as the Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. They were made under a username that CNN was able to identify as Robinson by matching a litany of biographical details and a shared email address between the two. It really wasn't quite difficult. Many of Robinson's comments were obviously sexual and lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on Nude Africa, a pornographic website that includes a message board. The comments were made under the username Mini Soldier. I'm not making this up. Okay, I told y'all that K-file. They tell y'all all of it, okay? A moniker Robinson used frequently online. Lieutenant Governor Mini Soldier listed his full name on his profile for Nude Africa, as well as an email address he used on numerous websites across the internet for decades. So I want you to keep that picture up. When he's already the lieutenant governor, so he's run for political office statewide, got the nomination, got the election. He then runs for governor, a little more high profile. He became more high profile with all of his rhetoric, his Trumpite MAGA dynamics. So people started to notice him, and somebody said, wait a minute, that is Mini Soldier. Publicly, Lieutenant Governor Robinson has fiercely argued that people should use bathrooms only that correspond to the gender they were assigned at birth. He's also said transgender women should be arrested for using women's restrooms. Quote, if you're a man on Friday night, he yelled this at a crowd, and all of a sudden Saturday you feel like a woman, and you want to go in the women's bathroom in the mall, you will be arrested or whatever we got to do to you. I said this at a campaign rally, 2024. We're going to protect our women, end quote. Now remember, it's already been established he likes transgender porn. Yet privately, under the username Mini Soldier on Nude Africa, Robinson, the lieutenant governor, graphically described his own sexual arousal as an adult from the memory of secretly, quote, peeping on women in public gym showers as a 14-year-old. Robinson recounted the story as a memory he said he still fantasized about. Quote, I came to a spot that was a dead end, but had two big vent covers over it. It just so happened it overlooked the showers. I sat there for about an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered, Robinson wrote on Nude Africa. So you may have a future as a writer for the website. You have to look at things glass half full here, Lieutenant Governor. There's more. Quote, I went peeping again the next morning, Robinson wrote. But after that, I went back to the ladder. was locked. So those 2 times were the only times I got to do it. Memories, he says. In other comments on Nude Africa, Robinson discussed his affinity for transgender adult situations. Quote, I like watching on girl porn. That's effing hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in, Robinson wrote. And yeah, I'm a perv too, end quote. In the forum, Robinson revealed his unvarnished thoughts on issues such as race, gender, and abortion, writing a forum discussing Black Republicans on October 2010. Robinson stated unprovoked, quote, I'm a Black Nazi. The same month, Robinson wrote in another post that he supported the return of slavery. Quote, slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring it back. I would certainly buy a few, end quote. In March 2012, Robinson wrote that he preferred the former leader of Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler, over the leadership in Washington during the administration of President Barack Obama. Quote, I'd take Hitler over any of the ish that's in Washington right now. He wrote Robinson's comments on Nude Africa often frequently contained derogatory and racial slurs directed at Black, Jewish, and Muslim people. The same thing that got him elected lieutenant governor and got him the gubernatorial GOP nomination for governor. In addition to many other comments, including one calling King worse than a maggot in 2011, Robinson wrote in 2010, I'm not in the KKK. They don't let Blacks join. If I was in the KKK, I would have called him Martin Lucifer King, end quote. Just earlier this month, a lengthy report detailed how in the 1990s, Robinson frequented a local North Carolina porn shop and masturbated in a private booth almost every night. So much so he brought the staff pizza. They knew him by his first name. One employee said that man was there every day that I worked at that shop, like he was an employee. Robinson denies this. So this is going to be an interesting denial. Here it is. In an interview with CNN, Robinson repeatedly denied that he made comments on Nude Africa. Quote, this is not us. These are not our words. Ours, sir, we're talking about you. These are not our words. And this is not anything that is characteristic of me, Robinson said. Presented with the litany of evidence connecting him with the mini soldier user name on Nude Africa, Robinson said, quote, I'm not going to get into the minutia of how somebody manufactured this. These salacious tabloid lies. Sir, in all due respect, what you are being accused of is actually far less impactful than what Trump has done. Okay, you haven't been convicted of sexually violating someone or corrupt money dealings. You have some proclivities, right? You are a ridiculous human being, a complete hypocrite, sellout, Uncle Tom, and all that. But, sir, if they let Trump get away with just grabbing women by the vagina because he's famous, and they crucify you, what does that tell you, sir? Are you getting the picture yet? Here's what the GOP is saying. Put it up. They're deleting him. They're deleting past posts associated with him. Man, Karen don't even want a picture with you now, sir. CJ, hey, does anyone know why Lori Blackout just deleted this tweet about Mark Robinson? Lori says, it was great to be a part of a wonderful event with our next governor, Mark Robinson. So let's keep the picture up. So what did it? What was it, sir? Was it the adult websites? It could have been, because when it was exposed that you went to the adult shop that you said should not exist, they didn't abandon you. Was it that you said you were a Black Nazi? They already know that. So, sir, what was it? Was it the transgender thing? Or could it be because out of all the websites you could have picked, You chose a website called Nude Africa. I don't know which one it is. Representative Virginia Fox denied knowing anything about him. I'm laughing not to laugh harder. Despite a meet and greet with him personally. Max Cohen, North Carolina, Representative Virginia Fox said she hasn't really followed him closely when asked about the latest Mark Robinson news. Jesse Waters. Yeah, Jesse got your back. Jesse on Fox News, the safe haven for all things racist. You know they got you, man. If nobody else, they're going to stick by you here. Jesse Waters claimed never heard of him. Put it up, man. Put it up for, he did this to himself. He did this to himself. Jesse Waters claimed he never heard of him, despite interviewing the man on Fox News. We got the interview right there. We got a screenshot of it. There it is. Meanwhile, the North Carolina GOP, they're trying to support him. Amid a bombshell report outing the North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson for espousing pro-Nazi and pro-slavery positions on internet message boards, the state Republican Party is standing by him, accepting his denials verbatim and proclaiming voters will not care about the issue. Mark Robinson has categorically denied the allegations made by CNN, but that won't stop the left from trying to demonize him via personal attacks. The party said in a statement. The state GOP then pivoted to attacking Democrats, saying the left needs this election to be a personality contest, not a policy contest, because if voters focus on policy, Republicans will win. That's completely untrue. Sir, you have to be miserable. And I say that in all due honesty and respect. You have to be a miserable person. And I'm saying this because you are anti-Black, but however, you are Black. You are anti-LGBTQ community, but you obviously enjoy some of the aspects of that community. You are allegedly anti-sexual behavior outside of marriage. However, you have a long history of engaging in sexual activity outside of the confines of the marital context. Sir, you are a broken human being. You're broken. And you thought the pictures and the parties and the invites from what you believe to be good people while you did all that damn self-hating. You thought that validated you, made you important, made you feel like you're somebody. Where they at now, sir? Jesse Waters said he never even heard of you. Senator, he did it to, he's a grown ass man. He did it to himself.
He did. I don't know what you want me to do with this. I mean, Mini Soldier, AKA Mark Robinson, I'm gonna let our viewers deal with the Mini Soldier part. I can't with this. But let me just go on the self-hate. I'm gonna go to safe territory.
There you go.
I can't deal with the Mini Soldier. Let me just stick with the man. It claims to be a Black Nazi, ingratiating himself to Adolf Hitler, who hated Black folks. Let me note this. I just want to say on behalf of the Black delegation, Dr. Richey, that we give him back.
Right. Okay, we don't even want to draft anybody. That's a bonus offer.
We'd be down one. Okay.
Right, we'll be down one.
We'll the Black delegation, we don't want them.
Right, we'll just take that hit.
We'll take the L on that. Because this is all kind of self-hate. That's why I just want to focus on the racial side of this matter and say that it is something truly wrong with this man. And as you said, Doc, it must be a miserable existence.
Yes.
To align yourself with a system and with people who hate, like literally hate, would take the lives of your people. And Doc, this is bigger than Donald J. Trump, because this fool been doing this before Donald J. Trump. So we ain't gonna even blame President Trump on this nonsense, because Mini Soldier, aka Mark Robinson, had these challenges and problems before Donald J. Trump ever became President Trump. On behalf of the Black delegation, I try not to speak for all Black people, but at this moment, I am going to take the liberty and say, we give him back. We don't want him.
Yeah, you're in completely safe territory with that proclamation.